Someone online said she microdoses Ozempic with a splash of Coke Zero. What? Let that land for a second. Because right now, on TikTok, Reddit, even Instagram Reels, there's this rising tide of DIY GLP-1 hacks. People mixing meds with soda, skipping food for days, reusing pens, making up their own doses, and before you laugh it off as fringe internet nonsense, just know this. A lot of people watching those clips, they're not laughing, they're copying. What's the scoop on this trend? It might just blow up into a major public health mess. Hey, I'm your pharmacist. And today, we're pulling back the curtain on how microdosing culture, viral videos, and the illusion of safe biohacking are combining into a potentially lethal cocktail. Stick around, as some of what you're about to hear might surprise you. Let's start with what's fueling this. Fear and frustration. People want the benefits of semaglutide or tirzepatide, weight loss, appetite suppression, better blood sugar, but without the price tag, the side effects, or the doctor visit. So they turn to social media, and suddenly there's this girl in your feed saying, I only take 1 click every 3 days. It's safer, it works better, and I don't get sick. Then someone else chimes in, I microdose with B12 and a fast. Works faster. And just like that, you've got a movement. Here's the problem. None of it is based on evidence. GLP-1 medications like Ozempic and Mounjaro are not designed to be split, pulsed, mixed, or hacked. The way they're absorbed, how long they last, how they behave in your body is incredibly sensitive to dose, timing, and delivery. You can't just squirt a little out and assume it's working just enough. In fact, microdosing in this context might not even mean what people think. It's not about precision. It's more like blindfolded experimentation with your metabolism. And the risks? They're not just theoretical. Case reports are starting to surface. People getting hypoglycemia despite eating, unexplained nausea that won't go away, hair loss from nutrient deficiencies, even rebound weight gain when inconsistent doses confuse the body's hunger signals. Let's not even get into the people buying gray market GLP-1 powders and mixing them at home. That's not microdosing. That's gambling with your liver. Here's what really worries me, though. The way these videos frame the hacks. They don't say, here's what I am trying. It might be dangerous. They say, this is better than the doctor told me. And because it's framed as clever or rebellious or in the know, it spreads fast. That's how we ended up with people combining tirzepatide with energy drinks before fasted workouts. Or someone on Reddit writing, I take half a click Monday, 1 on Thursday, and skip weekends. Keeps me shredded. This isn't creativity, it's misinformed improvisation. And it's being packaged like wellness. Even the phrase microdosing, it sounds so intentional, so precise. But in GLP-1 land, there's no accepted definition. No one agrees what a microdose even is. That makes it sound controlled when it's anything but. Look, your body is not a spreadsheet. It doesn't average out doses over the week. These medications work best when they're stable, predictable, and monitored. That's the whole point of the once-weekly design. So when someone says, I take just enough to not feel hungry, ask them, how do you measure that? How do you know it's not also just enough to confuse your insulin response? Now, I get it. The urge to take control is powerful, especially when access to healthcare is a mess, especially when these drugs are expensive and the full doses come with side effects. But this trend isn't about empowerment. It's a symptom of mistrust. And social media is filling the gap with guesses. If you've tried microdosing GLP-1s or seen something that made you pause, drop it in the comments. Let's surface this together. You're not alone. And in the next episode, we're slowing things down a bit. Because what happens when these drugs do work, but you feel off? Less joy, more numb, or strangely driven? We're digging into the mental health effects of GLP-1s next. And it's more common than you think. Make sure you're subscribed and stay safe out there.